This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready? Blue 30? 52. 52's the mark. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Now a handoff working right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A quick throw there out to Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On play action, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sag. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And
they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know. Let him know.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Black 80. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
Smith-Schuster.
Check back.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got it to Williams. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's go, fellas.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Go, go, go.
On the counter, here's Gordon. Fights him off. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over first down 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Watch 35, watch 35. Check 50, check 50.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught. This is White. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left.
Second down, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Grant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger got a man on the right sideline. That's Lamb. 22 yards there, a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now on second and 13, Roethlisberger looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Washington's got it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run it here with Gordon. Fancy footwork at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44, Mariota. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Man, I got you. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Mariota to throw it. And caught by Henry. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Mariota. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Throwing, Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's get this.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. Let's keep converting.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Slam, 64, weak. Slam.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. He's checking. Crash. Check 37. Check.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Slam. Watch the eye.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Caught by Allen. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. first and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
He's heavy on the edges. Jack 16.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now they try the right side here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits from those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Mariota on first down. Flush to his right. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch the shit. Hey, wahoo.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Get that
To throw is Mariota. It's complete to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. Allen's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, baby.
So the Steelers win the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Hey, I-7.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. No foul. 44.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I got it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game...